welcome to Death Save Pinball. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new trailer for Stern's Mandalorian Pinball Machine. I am a big Star Wars fan, loved Season 1 of The Mandalorian. Season 2 was a little bit iffy, but I'm very excited to take a look at this new game. Now I will admit I have watched the original trailer already, so I think we're just going to watch it again together. We'll break it down a little bit, analyze it, and I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on pretty much the art. Like pinball, I'm a big art person. I love art and theme integration, so that's pretty much what I'm going to analyze in this video. But without any further ado, let's watch the trailer together. So it starts off with kind of little like homage to the Mandalorian intro. Star Wars Mandalorian. Now this only shows off the Pro and the Premium, and I love the artwork on these two, more so than I love the art on the LE. So the main difference between the Pro and the other two models is that there isn't that back playfield. There's like an upper playfield in the back. There isn't that on the Pro version, which I'm okay with. I actually like that a lot better. And it has plastic rims instead of wire form. But the art is great. Randy Martinez was an excellent choice to do the art package on this game. I'm loving it so far. The back glass is amazing. The side art is amazing. I mean, there's one huge character missing from this game. Cara Dune is not featured on the game anywhere, which I find a little weird, and I don't know, it just looks weird. But I mean, the game looks cool. It keeps showing like highlights from the show, so I imagine it's going to have an integrated screen with clips from the show, obviously. It looks good. I mean, for a Stern game, I'm not the biggest Stern fan in the world. But for a Stern game, it looks really, really good. It looks fun. The art is cool. Like I said, that's a big thing with me, especially on a theme that I like. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so obviously I want it done right. And thank God they went with the hand-drawn stuff by Randy Martinez. His work on the Star Wars comic Pinball Machine that's probably the best art in pinball in a long time. I don't know how much say Randy had in the artwork himself. I know with it being a Disney property, Disney kind of gets their hands in things and kind of tells you what you can and cannot do. So I feel like that kind of hindered a little bit of creativity here. Because I noticed that chick with the horns, Ahsoka or whatever her name is, I noticed she is prominently featured on this game. And I think she was in like one episode. I didn't find anything special about the character. I know people like her from the cartoon show or whatever. Maybe she's so prominently featured on the game because they swapped her and Cara Dune out when the whole thing with Gina Carano happened. And I don't really get the issue with her to begin with, but that's a topic for another video on another channel, and it's not this one.
While I have a rumor about the employment status of Kathleen Kennedy.
Usually the Pro model of games gets kind of shafted, but honestly the Pro model of this game looks really, really good, especially compared to the other ones. Like I said, the LE, I don't care for the LE package. I don't like it. I mean, the other two are way better. I get it's kind of like the Beskar theme, it's kind of like a important thing in the Mandalorian culture and the Mandalorian show. But I don't like the gray. It's just too boring. I like the very orange tone, like it fits the theme of the game. So I think on the Pro and the Premium, it looks really, really good. Now I do like the Mandalorian. So far, the game looks really good. I will admit I don't have any interest in purchasing this game. It's not going to be on my wish list on Pinside. If I so happen to come across the game at a really good price, I would pick it up. I mean, I would pick up any game at a good price. But if I were to get a version of this game, I think it would be the Pro. I don't really care for that upper playfield with it's like the Mandalorian's helmet and it moves up and down. I don't really get it. I don't get why there's a flat moving helmet with flipper. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me, and it looks kind of out of place. I think the Pro looks great, where it's just that little upper playfield on the back. It's not raised or anything. It's just a whole different section. I think that's phenomenal. I like that way better than I like the moving playfield. To me, that's just an added unnecessary expense on the Premium and LE. I also love the giant Grogu toy in the back. It would have been cool if they actually made some kind of mechanism where he could lift up the ball with the Force. I think that'd be really cool. So I'm looking at the Premium right now, and I'm looking at the artwork, and honestly, I don't know which one I like better. I think they're both great. I like them both over the LE. But the art package on both of them is really, really good. I love, like, just the whole gang lined up in the back. Like, it looks really cool. I still think I'd pick a Pro over Premium or LE. I mean, the art package, it's whatever. I cannot praise Randy Martinez enough. Like, when I heard that he was the one doing the art for this, I got so excited because, like, I love his style. Like I said, the Star Wars comic pin, it looks so good. He was definitely the right choice for this machine, and I look forward to seeing him do more games because his art is just, it's great. So now I want to take a look at the list of stuff that is featured in the game. They put out this feature matrix on Facebook, and I'm sure it's on the Stern website as well. I just happen to see it on Facebook here. So let's see. Main attractions. The Mandalorian Pinball Machine, inspired by the Emmy Award-winning Star Wars series on Disney+. Team up with allies Rise to protect Grogu, dangerous enemies across the galaxy, all that Star Wars stuff. The premium and LE models feature gravity-changing, rotating encounter upper mini playfield with 2 flippers and 6 stand-up targets. That, like I said, that's that upper playfield that moves back. It just doesn't do anything for me. It's just an extra expense that is just not needed, and you could just go with the Pro model. It also features Grogu's force magnet that can catch and throw the ball down the child lanes for a mystery award. I love sculpted toys in the games, and there's a giant sculpted Grogu in the back, obviously, as well as a little Razor Crest that's the ship in the Mandalorian, if you don't know. So you get 2 sculpted toys that goes on all the models, which is really, really cool. I think they could have done a few more sculpted toys, maybe like a sculpted Mandalorian figure or something. Immersive video and audio assets from season 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian. So that's kind of cool. We're gonna get the video screen is gonna actually play clips from the show. I mean, that's kind of a given now. This is the one thing that I hoped for, and I'm so glad it happened, and I hope he does the callouts for the entire game, not just a few little quick lines. Exclusive custom speech performed by actor Carl Weathers, who plays Greef Karga in The Mandalorian. That's the one thing I wanted, was for Greef Karga, Carl Weathers, to do the callouts for this game. He's like, that's just a no-brainer. That is so perfect, and I'm so happy that that's what's going on in this game. I can just picture him saying, Razor Crest Multi-Ball. Like, it's gonna be so good. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I cannot wait to hear the callouts for this game, especially since Carl Weathers is doing it. They're also going to include the original soundtrack from the show, so you're gonna get the real soundtrack from the show, the main theme song and everything, which I love. Like, I think a huge thing missing from the Star Wars Pinball Machine that Stern did is there's like barely any of the original Star Wars music. I love the Mandalorian theme and I love the music from the show, so I'm so glad they're actually including it. Last but certainly not least, one of the most important things to me is that all versions will include a stunning and distinctive art package by Randy Martinez. When I heard about this machine, I looked around, see if anybody knew anything, and somebody had mentioned Randy Martinez was doing the art, and I'm like, yep, I'm sold on it. And that brings us to price. What are these things going for? I got it right here. The Pro is going for $6,200. Premiums are going for $7,800, and the LEs are going for $9,200. I don't really pay attention to prices of games because the last few Sterns I just haven't been interested in. So I don't know how these prices differ from other Stern games. I would imagine they're a little more pricey than normal because it's such a premium title. It's Star Wars, it's Disney, they gotta make their dough. All right, so this is kind of interesting. I don't know how this is gonna go over with people, but there is already a trailer for accessories for the game. That just came out. I have not watched it yet. So I think let's go ahead and watch it together. And this might be interesting. They already have a trailer out for accessories in the game. It was announced last week, but we have just seen it for the first time today, and they're already announcing accessories. All right, let's watch it. Yeah, thanks, we get it. We know. Accessories, here we go. Alright, so it looks like there's gonna be some extra, like, side rails that you can get. And that's what I was hoping for, the little Grogu ball thing. I was hoping that was gonna be the shooter rod. That's so perfect. I like that it's got his rifle on the side, that's kinda sick. Dude, the art blades look wicked cool. I don't even care about the side rails. I hate these characters, the little owl helmets. The side art's sick. The side art is so sick. Dude, I like it's got all the characters. It's even got Luke in the back, but no Gina Carano, of course. Alright. I was a little worried it was going to be like a $7,000 topper or something, but the side rails, the shooter rod, and the art blades, like, those are pretty good upgrades. And that's perfect. It's like perfect theme integration, something I'm happy with. I'm so happy with that. Theme integration is my #1 thing when it comes to pinball machines, and they're doing it right here, and it makes me love this machine even more than I did already. The side rails are probably not an upgrade I would get. I think the gun on the side is just a little too, like, I don't know, it just looks a little out of place. Like, I love that it shows off the rifle because it's badass, but, like, I don't know, it just looks kind of out of place, especially, like, it doesn't flow with the rest of the art. Well, I don't know, the rifle doesn't, I'm watching it again here, the rifle doesn't look that bad. It's kind of cool how it gets cut out, like, the shape. I don't know, if I was to buy the game, I would get that. I mean, I would get all the upgrades for it. I would get that, no question. But the shooter rod is fantastic. When I watched the trailer earlier today, I was thinking, I'm like, man, someone is going to come out with a custom shooter rod with the little ball in the end that Grogu's obsessed with, and Stern did it. We didn't even have to wait for a third-party company to do it. Stern is already on it. perfect shooter rod. Like that's it. That is the way. That is the way right there. The art blades, that is the way too. I love the art blades. Like I like how it, like I always think that's cool. Like if you have a machine that is themed around like good guys and bad guys, if you have like the two distinct sides, I don't know why. Like it's kind of like cheesy and simple, but I think that's wicked cool. But anyways, I think that just about does it for this analysis of the Mandalorian Pinball Machine. Nothing crazy. I'm not going into shots and layout or anything. I might do a separate video on that. But like I said, when it comes to machines, my main thing is artwork and theme integration. Shots and layout come second. I know that's like a crazy thing, but it's all about integration with me. If the integration sucks, I just fix it myself and make the integration a lot better. But right now, it is all Mandalorian. That's what I'm excited about right now. And I want to hear what you think about the Mandalorian Pinball Machine. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you are hypothetically going to buy if you had the money to purchase one of these machines. I'm still sticking by it. I'd go with the Pro model, and I'd spend that extra money putting in all the upgrades, the extra shooter rod, the side art, and the rails. Let me know which one you want to pick up. Let me know how you feel about this game, and I hope you stick around here on Death Save Pinball.